It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now movement already, so a flag down here on our very first play. And that'll set them back 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Down and the 11.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first carry for their fullback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Here's Burrow. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Loss of 10 yards.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Burrow will throw. And he's going to go down again. Jack Crawford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 24-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry for Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 25 on second down, Mariota. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A first down carry for Henry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
11 on the play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now it's Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And the Titans first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
It leads to second.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running from the gun with Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Tennessee.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
1st and goal from the 3. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Mariota gives to Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Bengals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A toss left, Mixon. They find some open field here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
4 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. This time Burrow will look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 21. Following the interception here, Mariota airing it out, looking for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. After the penalty, it's Henry. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Matt Gay set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Mariota. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down at the
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 35 on second down, Mariota. Smith catches left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A first down throw for Mariota. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On the pickup. It's second and inches at the 15-yard line.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Bengals 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the toss, Mixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. Quick hitch, complete. It's Smith. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mariota. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 49-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He finds his running back, Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings
4 yards remain on 2nd down, ball on the 10. And Burrow going to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass intended for Joe Mixon. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To the air again, Burrow. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A toss left. Henry. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Mariota. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Number 41.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position. It's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
45-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
It was Rashaan Evans there to put a nice hit on it. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Gerald Everett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece.
That ties the game at 17. Matt Gay set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 55, Touchdown, defense.
Mariota now. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Yeah, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. To the air again, Mariota. This one caught by Davis. And he's taken down inside the 30. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
It's a gain of 10.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Flush to his right. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So second and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. They'll throw again. Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
The kick.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards the pickup there.
Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Cincinnati Bengals.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, he'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Jadeveon Clowney.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
That's good.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. He's giving them a little jolt. Just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Smith catches left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Taken down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it again with Henry. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Forced out to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Mariota to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Mariota under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Today's final score.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bengals, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.